biggest game in the UEFA Champions League centers on Real Madrid versus Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain versus the Blues, Chelsea. Chelsea defeated Paris Saint-Germain in 2025 FIFA Club World Cup finals. After Paris Saint-Germain have won the UEFA Champions League, they lost by 3-0 to Chelsea. One of the biggest games in UEFA Champions League calendar, and Paris Saint-Germain went down unanswered to the Blues. Now lies another journey where Chelsea need to redeem their image and prove a point to Paris Saint-Germain that they didn't win against them by chance and by luck, but they won against them convincingly. Now in the UEFA Champions League round of 16, and there is another journey where Paris Saint-Germain need to prove a point to Chelsea that they didn't win the UEFA Champions League by luck, but they won it with the dominance they did prior to the start of the UEFA Champions League season, from the preliminary round to the round of 16 to the quarterfinals to the semi-finals and into the finals of the UEFA Champions League, and they won against Inter Milan. Now there is a journey between the Blues and Paris Saint-Germain. The rivalry continues into the round of 16. Can Chelsea make it, or can Paris Saint-Germain make it? Who is going to dominate the season in the UEFA Champions League? Is it going to be Paris Saint-Germain, or is it going to be Chelsea? For the past 20 years, Real Madrid have never been eliminated in the UEFA Champions League before. For the past 20 seasons, Real Madrid has never been eliminated in the UEFA Champions League before. In the round of 16, they've never been out before. Now they have a point to prove against Manchester City. Out of 15 matches in the UEFA Champions League between Man City and Real Madrid have won 5 times. Man City have also won 5 times. And 5 of those matches has ended up in a draw. Who is picking that 3 maximum points in the round of 16? Real Madrid has so many injuries on board. And Manchester City has a strong squad to tame down Real Madrid. Are we going to see one of the beautiful moments in the UEFA Champions League? Are we going to see one of the best moments in the UEFA Champions League? There is always going to be an exclusive in the 2025-2026 UEFA Champions League round of 16. Who is picking the 3 maximum points at stake? Is it going to be Chelsea? Is it going to be Paris Saint-Germain? Or is it going to be Man City? Or is it going to be Real Madrid? And Galatasaray will also be facing Liverpool in the UEFA Champions League. Galatasaray won against Inter Milan. Liverpool had a smooth run in the UEFA Champions League. They were part of the top best 8 teams in the UEFA Champions League. Now comes a moment where these teams need to redeem their image in the round of 16. Liverpool is not doing well in the English Premier League. Paris Saint-Germain is also not doing well in the French Ligue 1. Despite their first on the league table, they lost against Olympique Marseille. Who is picking the maximum points this in the UEFA Champions League round of 16? Which team is going to qualify automatically? Newcastle United will also be facing FC Barcelona in the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League. Arsenal is also playing in the UEFA Champions League round of 16. Which team is going to qualify? Arsenal will be playing at the Emirates FA Cup finals. They will be playing in the next round of the Emirates FA Cup. They have another chance in playing at Wembley in the EFL Cup finals against Manchester City. Arsenal is in 4 trophies this season. They are in the English Premier League. They are leading the English Premier League table. They are in the UEFA Champions League. They are in the Emirates FA Cup, and they are leading the English Premier League table. Can Arsenal win the English Premier League? Can Arsenal win the UEFA Champions League? Can Arsenal win the EFL Cup? Can Arsenal win the Emirates FA Cup? There's so much to be involved when it comes to the English Premier League. There's so much to be involved when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. There's so much to be involved when it comes to the Spanish La Liga. There's so much to be involved when it comes to the German Bundesliga. But at the moment, FC Bayern will also be facing Atalanta in the UEFA Champions League. There's so much to be involved. But there has to be one particular team that is going to win in the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League. Which team is it going to be? And which team is going to dominate in the UEFA Champions League? Which team has the best chance of winning the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League? Can it be Man City? Can it be Real Madrid? Can it be Liverpool? Can it be Galatasaray? Can it be Manchester City? Can it be Arsenal? Can it be Paris Saint-Germain? Can it be Chelsea? There is so much to be involved tonight and then tomorrow. There has to be a winner. There has to be a true champion. There has to be a warrior. There has to be one of the best teams that need to be counted. Which team is it going to be? Which team has the luck of picking the 3 maximum points at stake tonight and then tomorrow? Man City versus Real Madrid. For the past 20 seasons, Real Madrid has never been eliminated in the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League before. Can Man City become the first team to do that? For the past seasons, Real Madrid, for the past 23 seasons, Real Madrid has never been eliminated by any team in the UEFA Champions League round of 16 before. Can it be positive against Manchester City, whom are bent on winning the English Premier League, whom are bent on winning the EFL Cup, whom are also bent on winning the UEFA Champions League? Man City is in line to win the English Premier League, to win the Emirates FA Cup, to win the EFL Cup, and to win the UEFA Champions League. 4 trophies at stake for Man City. 4 trophies at stake for Arsenal. 3 trophies at stake for Barcelona. And then 2 trophies at stake for Real Madrid. There's so much to be involved. And when it comes to cricket, the beautiful moment you can ever think of was in the ICC T20 World Cup finals versus New Zealand, where India won against New Zealand by 79 runs. Cooper, hi, my brother from another mother, mashallah. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. It's been great. It's been nice, and it's been a spectacular moment to have you on board on my live stream. In the UEFA Champions League round of 16, Real Madrid versus Manchester City, who is winning? Galatasaray versus Liverpool, who is winning? Chelsea versus Paris Saint-Germain, who is winning? No problem, man. Much love, mashallah, my brother from another mother. Barcelona versus Newcastle United. Karim says, I think Man City will win against Real Madrid. Karim, what do you think the scoreline will be? Because it's going to be one of the exciting round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League. Out of 15 matches between Madrid and then Manchester City, Madrid has won 5 times. City has also won 5 times. 5 of those matches has ended up in a draw. There has to be a winner in the round of 16. And for the past 23 seasons, Madrid has never lost in any round of 16 qualifier to any other team before. Madrid has always won any round of 16 matches. So who is picking that 3 maximum points? Who is winning that moment? Who is going to be the champion of that round of 16? It's going to be a difficult game for Man City. It's going to be a difficult game for Real Madrid. But these 2 teams, there has to be a winner. Can it be Man City? Can it be Real Madrid? Karim Sharif is saying he thinks Man City is going to win. Karim, I understand your point. You have 100% great point. 100%. Karim is a mother from another mother, and mashallah, I really adore him so much. There is so much to talk about when it comes to football, and he understands the journey. He is part of those that has brought SATV Sports this far. And Karim, I really appreciate it so much. May the Almighty Allah always guide you. May the Almighty Allah always protect you. And may the Almighty Allah always lead your way. Karim is saying he thinks Man City has 100% chance of picking that 3 maximum points either at the Etihad Stadium or at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. He thinks Man City has the chance of qualifying. But what about you? The Madridistas are more than Man City fans, but there has to be a winner at the end of the day. Karim is saying Man City will win. Another one is also saying Real Madrid will win. So what would the scoreline be? Who is going to become champions? Who is going to pick that 3 maximum points at stake? Others prefer Man City. Others also prefer Real Madrid. But what do you think is going to happen at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium and at the Etihad Stadium? Mind you, there is also going to be another exciting moment in the round of 16 between Chelsea and then Paris Saint-Germain. Chelsea eliminated Paris Saint-Germain in the finals of the FIFA Club World Cup 2025 by 3-0 unhandset. Paris Saint-Germain never handset a single goal from that particular goals Chelsea scored. They were the champions in the UEFA Champions League, and they were outclassed and they were outsmashed by Chelsea in the finals of the FIFA Club World Cup. Now Paris Saint-Germain has a chance of redeeming their image against Chelsea. Can the 3 maximum points be won by Paris Saint-Germain, or can the 3 maximum points be won by Chelsea? How do you think the journey is going to be for Chelsea and for Paris Saint-Germain? 2025 UEFA Champions League champions are going to face 2025 UEFA Conference League champions. One of the dominant forces when PSG, Karim is saying PSG versus Chelsea will be a draw either at the Stamford Bridge or in Spain. Do you share the same sentiment with Karim that between Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain the game will end up in a draw? Do you share the same sentiment? I think there has to be a winner between these two teams. When it comes to football, when it comes to UEFA Champions League, the biggest club, the best club, one of the finest clubs in the UEFA Champions League has always been Chelsea. They are the only club that has won the UEFA Champions League twice. They are the only club that has won the UEFA Europa League, and they are the only club that has also won the UEFA Conference League. They've won the UEFA Super Cup. They've won the FIFA Club World Cup. They've won all these matches. Karim is saying he thinks City will win by 2-1, either at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium or at the Etihad Stadium. And there has to be a winner. Karim is also saying Paris Saint-Germain and then Chelsea will be a draw. I can't tell whether at the Stamford Bridge or in France, but there has to be a winner. There has to be a winner between the two teams. These two best teams when it comes to Europe, there has to be a winner. And between Paris Saint-Germain and then Chelsea, I'll go for over 2.5. Whoever wins, Alhamdulillah. Whoever loses, Alhamdulillah. But if you ask me who is going to win, I don't like Chelsea though, because I support Manchester United. I think Paris Saint-Germain will win. But since it's in England, since it has to come to England, I will go for Chelsea to pick the 3 maximum points. Even if I don't like Chelsea, I still need to support Chelsea because they are part of the English Premier League teams. The English Premier League teams need to have dominance when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. They need to get the numbers. in the UEFA Champions League. Me too with Red Devils. Mashallah, Karim is also saying he supports Manchester United. If as a Red Devils, it's always a Red Devils. Forever Manchester United. But at the moment, there has to be a winner in the UEFA Champions League. At the moment, there has to be 3 points in the UEFA Champions League. And at the moment, one team needs to pick it. There need to be a winner. There needs to be part of the journey that defines football. There has to be a winner. Part of the journey that defines football, there has to be a winner. And there is always a classical moment in the ongoing UEFA Champions League, in the English Premier League, in the Spanish La Liga, in the German Bundesliga, in the Italian Serie A. All the top 5 best teams in the world, all the top 5 best European countries. And when it comes to European football, there is always one best number 10. All the top 5 European leagues, there is always one number 10. And he is always the Portuguese maestro. He is the best at the moment. He is the best version of himself at the moment. Since joining Manchester United in 2020, Bruno Fernandes has scored over 100 goals and over 100 assists in the English Premier League, 200 plus goals and assists in the English Premier League. And in the 2025-2026 season, Bruno Fernandes has given 14 assists in one complete season. The season has not come to an end yet. 9 matches left to end the season. Bruno Fernandes has given 9 assists. Now, he has 6 more assists to equal that of Thierry Henry in one complete season. He has 6 more assists to equal that of Kevin De Bruyne. Can Bruno Fernandes do that? And Bruno Fernandes has 1 more assist to equal that of David Beckham. He has surpassed Paul Scholes with 56 assists in the English Premier League. Paul Scholes has 55 assists in the English Premier League. To the English Premier League. Benjamin Sesko, after signing for Manchester United, had a tough time in the English Premier League. But at the moment, Benjamin Sesko is the best prime number 9 in the English Premier League. In 6 matches, in 7 matches, he's been able to score 6 goals in the English Premier League for Manchester United, 5 as a super sub, 1 starting, and he scored against Everton. There's so much to be involved when it comes to the English Premier League. There's so much to be involved when it comes to assists, when it comes to goals in the English Premier League. And Bruno Fernandes has gotten the numbers. And Benjamin Sesko, in the past few matches, he has also gotten the numbers for Manchester United. He is part of those that has brought Manchester United to the 3rd position on the English Premier League table. And it's still counting. Despite losing by 2-1 to Newcastle United at the St. James Park, Sesko did his best. Bruno Fernandes did his best. Joshua Zirkzee did his best. But Manchester United couldn't light up the stage against Newcastle United. There's so much to be done. But in the English Premier League, Manchester United have done their best. In the UEFA Champions League, Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, they've also done their best. But their best hasn't been good enough. How best do you think these 2 teams can light up the UEFA Champions League stage? Sesko, yes, Karim, Sesko is on fire. And he has done so well to put Manchester United on the map at the moment. But the league phase is not over yet. There's so much to be involved. 9 matches to go. And it will determine whether Manchester United can play in the UEFA Champions League next season, or they won't be able to play in the UEFA Champions League next season. A game in hand to play, to make sure to be part of the 30 matches that they've played in the English Premier League. But along the line, can Manchester United qualify into the UEFA Champions League? And along the line, can Man City pull the plug against Real Madrid? And along the line, can FC Barcelona pull the plug against Newcastle United? How do you think the club you support will move out of this difficult moment in the UEFA Champions League, this difficult moment in the English Premier League, this difficult moment in the Spanish La Liga, in the French League, in the Italian Serie A, and what else again? And in the German Bundesliga and in the Italian Serie A. AC Milan winning against Inter Milan at the San Siro Sports Stadium has been one of the best moments for AC Milan to win back-to-back games, which hasn't happened for the past 15 years. And in 7 matches, AC Milan has never won against Inter Milan in 7 consecutive games that they've played in all competitions. Inter have never won against AC Milan. It's been difficult for Inter at the moment in the Italian Serie A, but AC Milan is doing so well to make sure they win the Italian Serie A with 7 matches, with 7 points separating Inter and then AC Milan. Can AC Milan close the gap on Inter Milan and win the Italian Serie A, or Inter will win the Italian Serie A this season? How do you think the club you really support the most will move out and make a claim for themselves in the English Premier League, in the Spanish La Liga, in the Italian Serie A, in the German Bundesliga? Karim, penalty intact, 100%, no chance in Serie A for Milan, and the defending mentality. Milan has one of the best when it comes to the defending mentality in the Italian Serie A. They've done so well to be where they are, but when it comes to the Italian Serie A, Inter has been one of the best teams when it comes to the Italian Serie A this season. Inter have done so well this season, ahead of Milan. So there is a lot that is going to happen when it comes to the Italian Serie A. A lot is going to happen, but there has to be a winner at the end of the day. When you join the live stream, please double tap on the screen, like, share, and subscribe to SATV Sports on YouTube. Mr. Monster, hi, my brother from another mother. Hi, how are you doing? UEFA Champions League round of 16. Real Madrid versus Manchester City, Chelsea versus Paris Saint-Germain, Galatasaray versus Liverpool. Who is going to win tonight? Can Liverpool win against, pick all the 3 maximum points at stake to become winners ahead of Liverpool, whom are struggling in the English Premier League? Mr. Monster, when you join the live stream, please double tap on the screen, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. How do you think tonight in the UEFA Champions League is going to be? The club you really support, the club you adore the most, can they pull the plug? Tonight, a lot is going to happen. Tonight, there has to be a winner. And tomorrow, there has to be a winner. One of the most difficult games in the UEFA Champions League calendar is against Man City versus Real Madrid, Chelsea versus Paris Saint-Germain. These are the 2 most difficult games in the UEFA Champions League. But who is going to win it? Which team is going to pick the 3 maximum points at stake? Can it be for Liverpool? Can it be for Man City? Can it be for Tottenham Hotspur? Can it be for Real Madrid? And can it be for Paris Saint-Germain? Which team is going to win the English Premier League game? Which team is going to win the UEFA Champions League game between Man City and then Real Madrid? Which team is going to win between Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea? Which team is also going to win between Newcastle United and FC Barcelona? There has to be a winner tonight. The 3 maximum points at stake. There has to be a winner who is going to succumb not to any pressure from any other team, but to pick the 3 maximum points at stake. Which team is going to win it? Is it going to be Man City, or is it going to be Real Madrid, or is it going to be Paris Saint-Germain, or is it going to be Arsenal? Which team is going to get the moment tonight and tomorrow in the UEFA Champions League? Are we going to get the most exciting moment in the UEFA Champions League, where Man City needs to get the defining moment, where Real Madrid need to get the defining moment? For the past 3 seasons, for the past 23 seasons, Real Madrid has never been eliminated by any other club in the UEFA Champions League before. Are we going to see another surprise where Real Madrid will qualify at the end of the 90 minutes in both legs, both at home and away at the Etihad Stadium? Can Real Madrid pick the 3 maximum points? Can Real Madrid win against Man City in the UEFA Champions League? There has to be a winner, like I keep on saying. There has to be a winner. There has to be a champion. There has to be a true leader in the UEFA Champions League round of 16. Madrid has never been eliminated before by any other club. Can there be another surprise against Man City? Out of 15 matches, Madrid has won 5, Man City has won 5. 5 of those matches has ended up in a draw. Who is going to win? Which team is going to pick the 3 maximum points at stake? There has to be a winner. Can it be Madrid? Or can it be Liverpool? Or can it be Man City? Or can it be Arsenal? There has to be a winner tonight. And it has to be determined by the 2 best teams in the UEFA Champions League. Madrid, Man City, and FC Barcelona. For me, if you ask me, there are 4 best teams in the UEFA Champions League. I can also pick 2. Man City and then Real Madrid, and I can also pick 4. Barcelona and then Arsenal. Barcelona and then Paris Saint-Germain. So there is a lot that is going to unfold tonight and then tomorrow. But there has to be a winner who will define the moment for Man City, who will define the moment for Real Madrid. Vini has to be a leader for Real Madrid against Manchester City. And Haaland has to be a leader for Man City versus Real Madrid. Mohamed Salah also needs to be a leader against Galatasaray in the Turkish Super League. There has to be a champion. There has to be a winner. There has to be a leader. And at the moment, there has to be a true winner in the ongoing UEFA Champions League round of 16. You might have a point to prove between Madrid and then Man City, between Chelsea and then Paris Saint-Germain. Ousmane Dembele has to prove a point that winning the UEFA Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain wasn't just a fluke, but they did their best to be where they were, to be where they got to, and winning the UEFA Champions League. Do you think between Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea, who is going to pick the 3 maximum points at stake? There has to be a winner, and you have to choose the winner. There has to be goals. You have to determine the goals. How many goals can Paris Saint-Germain score against Chelsea, and how many goals can Chelsea also score against Paris Saint-Germain? Enzo Maresca did his best to make sure he silences Luis Enrique at the FIFA Club World Cup finals versus Chelsea. Now, there is Liam is a head coach for Chelsea. Also in the UEFA Champions League, he hasn't lost a single game for Chelsea. So there has to be a true winner. There has to be a good coach. There has to be one of the best in the best moment for the Blues. But who is going to be defined in the finals of the game? Can Chelsea win, or can Paris Saint-Germain win? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Share and turn your notification button on. Follow all our social media platforms on X, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram. And I'll bring you more exclusive when it comes to sports news around the world. Just stay glued to your seat as always. And I will always bring you the best, nothing but the best when it comes to sports. Chelsea versus Paris Saint-Germain, Man City versus Real Madrid, FC Barcelona versus Newcastle United. Which team is picking the 3 maximum points at stake? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll be back with more exclusive. Can Chelsea win, or can Paris Saint-Germain win? Can Man City win, or can Real Madrid win? Between these 2 teams, there has to be a winner, and there has to be a loser. But at the end of the day, there has to be a true champion. Who is going to be? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll be back with more exclusive when it comes to sports news around the world.
deɛ wosrɛ yɛ koraa na wɔtumi